everyone, my name is Tanya, and like a caterpillar to a butterfly, I help people metamorphosize their diets and lifestyles to be plant-based. Welcome to Chrysalis Chats, your 7-day-a-week source for vegan inspiration and how-tos. That's all vegan support every single day of the week. Today, this is part of a 3-video-long series on vegan meal prep for the cold part of the year, okay? And today we're going into a vegan meal prep sample where I'm gonna actually run through what I eat in a day and what I recommend you consider eating in a day as a plant-based individual or somebody working to include more plants in your diet. So with that said, I'm going to give you a couple options for each one of your meals so that you can feel prepared and have a good guide for what to eat in the cooler months to where you feel full, satisfied, and warmed. So with that said, the first meal of the day, I recommend you consider either oatmeal with fruit or pancakes. And if you're looking at me like, Tanya, pancakes? Really? I don't have time to make pancakes in the morning on a work day. Are you kidding? I'll be like, you know what? I totally understand, but just a quick pointer for you. You can actually make your pancake batter ahead of time without adding the wet ingredients to the dry ingredients. So in other words, you'll put all your dry ingredients in a mason jar, put a lid on it, keep it in the cupboard, keep it labeled so you know what it is. And then on the other hand, you can keep your wet ingredients all mixed together in a mason jar in the fridge. Same thing with a label on it to where you know that that's what it is. And then when it comes time to make breakfast, you simply add, boom, one mason jar to a bowl, boom, the other mason jar to a bowl. You got pancakes, baby, in an instant. Fry them up and enjoy. You can also make them ahead of time and freeze them and warm them up if that's something that's more suitable to your morning needs. The second meal of the day, to keep warm, okay, and to keep full in these cooler months, I recommend you either eat a soup or a dal, and that you pair that with either rice, like a jar of rice, or a couple pieces of garlic toast or other savory toast that you enjoy. And you can add some fruit to this if you feel like you really want to diversify your lunch, and if that's a time of day where you find yourself getting really hungry, that's just a good suggestion to keep you going, keep your meal balanced, keep yourself feeling really full and energized and warm, okay? I'm going to do another video on kitchen tools that you need as a vegan in the cooler months, and we'll talk all about thermoses, and that kind of partners with this video as well. So once that's up, be sure to check that out. The third meal of the day, this is like your snack at work or as you're moving about on your way home from work, or whenever you find that gap between lunch and dinner where you're hungry. This is what I recommend you snack on. I recommend that you have some warming tea, and you can see my recent video on how to make vegan golden milk here. That is an amazing tea to have on hand in the winter months. It will keep you warm, it will keep you feeling full, it will keep you feeling like you have a hug from the inside, okay? And I also recommend that with that you snack on either a chocolate bar, which, can you blame me, some trail mix, or one of those vegan snack bars, like a Lara bar, something along those lines. That's a really good go-to snack, especially for the winter months. And all those things are pretty easy to transport, you know, very mobile friendly, okay? The fourth meal of the day, that's dinner, I recommend that you consider a stir fry with vegetables as your base, and then you add a protein to that. So if you are feeling like you need a lot of protein, you could add 2 proteins to that. So you could add some tempeh, and say you put the veggies with the tempeh on top of quinoa, which is another protein, right? Or you can incorporate rice into your dish and just leave it rice and veggies, or you can incorporate rice and beans, a legume, into your dish. So like a can of garbanzo beans, for example, okay? The other meal recommendations I have for that are some type of a protein. So again, a tempeh, a seitan, a bean, some type of a legume, okay? Or even a grain like quinoa or rice. A potato That's either like mashed potatoes, fried potatoes, scalloped potatoes, or a sweet potato if that's your mood, and greens. That is a winning dinner combination, my friend. You have your protein, you have your potato, which also has some protein in it, and your greens. That's going to be a really winning meal to stick to your ribs, make you feel warm and satiated in the winter months. Now, for dessert, if you're like me, you have a sweet tooth. So what do? Well, I recommend that you consider just some fruit for dessert. Also, a good squash dessert can really be quite pleasant. If you haven't seen my recent video, again, you can check that out. But, that and some pie. You can also make a pie and serve that to yourself throughout the week. You can warm it up before dinner so that you'll have that, or just leave it in your toaster oven while you are eating dinner to where it'll get warmed up. To where you can enjoy a warm dessert instead of ice cream, which also is good. But, if you're looking for something warming, that's a good thing to make. It's a one and done. You made it and you have it on hand. Okay, make it on a Sunday and don't worry about it, because throughout the week you'll have pie. Or if you're like me, throughout the first few days of the week, you'll have pie. So friend, I hope you enjoyed this video and that added a lot of value to you. Be sure again to check out my next video, which is a part of this vegan meal prep series in the cooler months. And if you enjoyed it, hit the like button, support Chrysalis Chats, I really appreciate that. Make sure you're subscribed and hit that bell icon so that you get the notifications when I put up the daily videos for you, so that you can gain daily value in your plant-based journey. And with that said, leave a comment down below letting me know what you enjoyed most about this meal prep, and whether you're just starting off as a tiny little caterpillar like where are the leaves at, or you're a full-fledged butterfly sipping the nectar of a plant-based diet. You, my friend, are awesome. Have a blessed day.